All right, and welcome into Lions Live. Getting this game started on the mound today, Jacob McCurry, and then Jaron Morris behind the dish, Brody Genter at first, Will Curcio at third, Denaj Williams at second base, Cyrus Campos at shortstop, Jack Reynolds in left field, Logan Stradley in center, and Cade Cook in right field.
Unfortunately, we do not have Johnson's lineup today. But we are about ready for first pitch. Lions coming off a big 17-4 win yesterday as they run roll Johnson off of a walk-off grand slam by Jack Reynolds, the left fielder. And umpire signals play ball. Here's the first pitch of the game. And it's upstairs, ball one. The 1-0 for McCurry is in there, strike one. The 1-1 delivery is in there, strike two. Here's the 1-2 home, and that pitch in the dirt, count evens out at 2-2. Wind currently blowing in from right field. Might have some effects on the long ball today, as that pitch will be grounded softly foul down the first base side. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and hit sharply, and that will fall in for a base hit. Right fielder Cook cuts it off. So just like that, Johnson's leadoff hitter aboard here on a single. Next pitch, and the batter squares to bunt, but pulls back, so it'll be a ball. Next pitch from McCurry, batter once again squares, and that pitch upstairs, ball two. The 2-0 is in the dirt, ball three. The 3-0 is off the mark, ball 4. So it's a single and then a 4-pitch walk to start off the game for McCurry. Still no outs here, runners at first and second. Next pitch from McCurry is in there for a strike. Second baseman Williams holding on the runner at second. And he'll back it up. Next pitch from McCurry is in the dirt for a ball. So that'll move the count now to 1-1. The 1-1 delivery from McCurry is off the mark. Ball 2. The 2-1 is swung and hit sharply through the left side. That's going to fall for a hit, and runner will not go home. So now the bases will be loaded with nobody out. Next pitch from McCurry is in the dirt for a ball, and it almost skips away from the catcher, Morris, but he's able to get it back quickly. Next pitch is also in the dirt, and that one will skip away, and the runner will be safe at home. So once again, Johnson taking an early lead. Score is now 1-0. Runners now at second and third, still nobody out. Next pitch from McCurry is in there for a strike. The 2-1 offer is swung on and hit sharply foul down the first base side. So on that swing, the count will now move to an even 2-2 here. Still nobody out. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit softly foul toward the third base dugout. So we'll do it again. Count remains 2-2 here. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball 3. So count now full with runners at second and third. Here's the payoff. Swung on and hit on a line, and that ball is going to get fouled towards left field. So we'll do it again. Here's the payoff. Swung on a hit sharply up the middle. That will allow a runner to come home, but Campos gloves it and will throw it to first for out number 1. Score now 2-0 Johnson, and now they have a runner at third with 1 out. Next pitch from McCurry is in there for a strike. The 0-1 is upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1 is cut on and fouled over the first base dugout. So count now 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and once again hit fouled toward the first base side. So we'll do it again. Count is 1-2. Runner at third, 1 out. The pitch is hit grounder foul down the third base side. The 1-2 is cut on and missed. Strike 3. So now 2 outs with a runner at third.
That's just a great time to pick up a strikeout there, do some damage control.
Next pitch from McCurry is outside corner, strike 1. Next pitch is outside, ball 1. The 1-1 offer is in there, strike 2. Here's the 1-2. Cut on and miss, strike 3. So McCurry strikes out 2 here in this inning, but not before Johnson can put up a 2 on the scoreboard. We'll see if the Lions respond after this break. Here we go now in the bottom of the first inning. Johnson already leading 2-0. And the first batter for the Lions will be Cyrus Campos. First pitch to Campos is outside for ball one. The 1-0 is cut on and fouled off toward the first base line. So count is now even at 1-1. Here's the next pitch to Campos, and that is way outside and high. Count moves to 2-1. The 2-1 offer is check swung, and he definitely went around on that one, so count moves to 2-2. Here's the 2-2 to Campos. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike three. So Campos down on strikes, and now the batter will be the catcher, Jaron Morris. Yesterday, Jaron had a really good day at the plate. Had a 2 RBI single that got the Lions offense rolling, then also had an opposite field home run. And he'll swing the first pitch and pop it up towards the first base side. And did he catch that? Okay, so the second baseman called everybody off, made the catch up against the fence, and just like that, there's 2 outs. New batter for the Lions will be number 7, Will Curcio. Nothing doing for Curcio yesterday. Had a couple of hard hit balls, but nothing really going his way. Maybe looking to turn that around today. First pitch is inside, ball one. The 1-0 is a big swing and a miss. Count now moves to 1-1. The 1-1 is low, ball two. Here's the 2-1 to Curcio. And another swing and a pop up to the right side. That one hit very high. Right fielder will call everybody off and will catch it for the third out. So no response from the Lions after giving up 2 in the first. We'll be back after this break. We are now a go here in the top of the second inning. J.D. McCurry back on the mound for the Lions as he'll deliver the first pitch high for ball one. The 1-0 is off the mark, ball two. Here's the 2-0. That pitch a little off the mark as well, so count will now move to 3-0. And that pitch is also off the mark, so McCurry starts off the second inning by giving up a 4-pitch walk. Next pitch from McCurry is once again off the mark. The 1-0 is also well off the mark. So count now moves to 2-0 here. Runner at first, nobody out. Here's the pitch. That pitch is low, ball three. The 3-0 pitch, and that one's in there for a strike. Three one, and runner takes off, pickoff attempt, throw down to second, and they got him. So McCurry catches the runner napping out there at first base, and he'll pick him off for out number one. The 3-1 is cut on and hit foul. So that'll move to the count to a full 3-2.
You know, JD's ability to work runners is something that you just don't see from a lot of guys.
The payoff is hit sharply up the middle for a base hit. So now runner at first for Johnson with one out. First pitch from McCurry is in there for a strike. Next pitch is in there, strike two. The 0-2 is a good pitch out of the zone, but no bite from the batter, ball one. Here's the 1-2. That pitch well off the mark. So count will even out at 2-2 here. Here's the 2-2 offer. Swung hit sharply over the glove of Campos, and that'll be another single for Johnson. So with that single, runners will now be at first and second with only one out. And Johnson back to their top of the lineup. Corners playing in, middle and double play depth, as that pitch will skip away from the catcher, Morris, but he's able to recover it and kind of deke the runner out at second. So runners will stay where they are. Now the count is 1-0 here. The pitch is in there for a strike. The 1-1 is in there. Strike two. The 1-2 is outside. Count even, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and chopped to the shortstop Campos, who gloves it, flips it to Williams. Williams to first, not in time. So Lions will only get one out on that play. Now 2 outs, runners at first and third. Here's the next pitch from McCurry, and that one is off the mark. Ball one. The 1-0 is cut on and flared out to right field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Throw will go to third. Runner takes off for second, and now he's hung up. And the Lions got to make sure that runner from third doesn't score. And the throw home, tag applied, third out. So a good heads-up play right there. And the Lions will get out of the inning. See if they can maybe scratch a run across after this break. Here we now go in the bottom of the second inning. Johnson currently leading 3-0, and the first batter for the Lions will be Denaj Williams. Williams looks as a first pitch for a strike. Here's the 0-1, and that pitch is in the dirt. Count evens at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and hit fouled straight back. So now the count is 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit sharply to the right side, and that one's going to fall for a hit. So Williams continues to stay hot. And now the batter will be Brody Genter.
I feel like we hardly ever see Denaj hit singles.
I know at this point it seems like every time he steps up to the plate, it's like a Barry Bonds moment. You're just expecting it to go out. Here's the first pitch to Genter, and it'll be in the dirt for a ball and no advancement from Williams at first. And a pickoff attempt. No good. Williams back standing on first. Here's the 1-0. And that's in there for a strike. Count evens at 1-1. The 1-1 is outside, ball 2. The 2-1 is cut on and skied to center. Center fielder barely has to move and will glove it for out number 1. So now 1 out, runner at first, and in steps Jack Reynolds, who had a big grand slam yesterday. And a pickoff attempt once again. Williams read it perfectly and is back standing on the bag. First pitch to Reynolds is outside, ball 1. The 1-0. And that pitch is also off the mark, outside, ball 2. Next pitch is swung on and missed, strike 1. The 2-1 to Reynolds is outside corner, strike 2. Here's the 2-2. And that pitch is off the mark. Count now full, 3-2. Runner at first, 3-2. Here's the payoff. Swung on and hit fouled back. Here's the next payoff. And that pitch well inside ball 4. And now the Lions have runners at first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring up the captain, Cade Cook. First pitch to Cook is in there for a strike. Next pitch to Cook is swung on and hit fouled over the net. So just like that, Cook finds himself behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2 offer. And that pitch is well in the dirt for a ball. No investment from the runners. Count now 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on a hit high and deep to center. That one's not going to get the leg room to get out, but that will advance Williams from second to third. And now the Lions have runners at the corners with 2 outs.
This is what we were talking about yesterday. Cook just hammering balls and hits it to the deepest part of the field.
Extremely unlucky these past couple days. He did have 1 hit yesterday, and it was actually his softest hit ball. So after Cook flies out and Williams moves to third, batter will be Caleb McCarty. And he'll look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is cut on and missed for strike 1. The 1-1 runner on the move, throw down to second is not in time, safe. So now runners at second and third with 2 outs. Count now 2-1 to Caleb McCarty. The 2-1 is cut on and hit deep to right. Go ball! See ya! It's a Carty party! 3-run bomb for Caleb McCarty, and just like that, we are tied here in the second. So a 3-run bomb from Caleb McCarty, and now the batter will be Logan Stradley, who had 2 bombs yesterday. First pitch is outside, ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed for strike 1. The 1-1. And Stradley squares the bunt. He will get it down the first base side. Will he be able to beat it? Just barely not. So Stradley tries to bunt for a hit to no avail. That's the 3rd out, but not before the Lions tied this game up off of a 3-run bomb from Cardi Party. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back. We are now at the top of the 3rd inning. Score is currently tied 3-3 after a 3-run bomb hit by Caleb McCarty last inning for the Lions. We also have a new face on the mound for the Lions. Ty Johnson toes the rubber. Here's the first pitch from Johnson, and it's in there. Strike 1. The next pitch is swung on and hit sharply. Fair ball down the left field line. And a quick throw in. Runner slides in safely to second. So Johnson comes out of the pen and immediately gives up a double to Johnson. Here's the next pitch. And that's in there for a strike. The next pitch is swung on and skied to left center field, kind of towards the warning track. Stradley will make the catch. Will get the throw in quickly, but not in time as the runner will tag and head to third. So now 1 out, runner at third for Johnson.
Johnson definitely needs a pop up on the infield or a strikeout or something like that. keep this runner stranded at third.
You're talking about the Lions Johnson.
Yeah.
We got to figure out a nickname to call him because it's going to be confusing if we go Johnson then Johnson.
Just call him Ty.
Yeah, we'll call him Ty. I'm gonna call him Ty Guy. How about that? So Ty Guy delivers strike one on a swing and a miss. Here's the next pitch. Well outside. Ball one. Count currently 1-1 here with one out. Runner at third. Game is currently tied 3-3. Here's the next pitch. Also well outside and low. So count moves to 2-1 now. And swinging a fly ball hit foul down the first base side. So with that swing, the count will move to an even 2-2 now. Next pitch, runs in and gets him. So now runner at first and third with one out. And now double play is in order to get out of this.
Double play here would be the perfect situation.
Absolutely, and if they are going to hit a pop fly, Lions need it to be in the infield or in the shallow part of the outfield. Next pitch is off the mark for a ball. A strikeout would be good too, though.
Never hurts.
The 1-0 is swung on a miss. Count moves to 1-1. Next pitch is in there. Strike two. So now the count 1-2. The pitch is outside. Count evens out 2-2. And runner takes off for second. No pickoff attempts as the batter will swing and miss for strike three. So the runner at first took off early. No step off and throw from Ty Guy. And batter swings and misses for strike three. Now 2 outs, runners at second and third. And next pitch is in there for strike one. Next pitch is just a bit outside. Count now moves to 1-1. The 1-1 offer is swung on and hit sharply to center field, and that one will fall in front of the center fielder, Stradley, who will get the ball in. Tag at the plate! Got him! So only one run gets across. Runner tried to score, and an absolute cannon from Logan Stradley to get the runner at home. We'll be back after this break. We are now a go here in the bottom of the third. Johnson currently leading 4-3 now. Batter is Cyrus Campos, and he'll look at strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that pitch is in the dirt. Count evens at 1-1. The 1-1 to Campos is in there, strike two. Here's the 1-2 to Campos. Swinging a grounder towards the right side, and second baseman has some trouble with it, and Campos will beat out the throw. So it'll be an error on the second baseman for Johnson, and now the batter will be Jaron Morris. First pitch to Morris is swung on and hit fairly deep to right center field. Go ball! Oh, just not enough. A really good catch right there from the right fielder. That ball just could not get out as he caught it what looked to be about the top of the fence. So now one out. And the batter will be Will Curcio.
That one got up. That one got up in the sky and just died. Looks like a little bit of wind blowing in.
Stupid wind. Pickoff attempt on Campos is no good. And another pickoff attempt. Once again, no good. Campos reading it perfectly. Here's the first pitch to Curcio, and he'll look at strike one. Curcio's kind of been on a cold streak this past week and a half. Not much doing for him. As he'll check his swing, ball in the dirt. He did not go around, and no advancement from Campos at first. So count is now 1-1 here with one out. And another pickoff attempt. Once again, no good. Count is still 1-1 here on Curcio. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit sharply foul down the third base side. So that swing will now move the count to 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and hit softly toward the right side. Diving stop, or sliding stop, I should say, by the second baseman, who will get him thrown to first. Runner does advance to second, but now there are two outs as Curcio just getting unlucky. He slapped that one to the right side, and the second baseman made a really good play. So now the batter will be Denaj Williams. Williams currently one of the hottest hitters in the Lions lineup. Singled his last AB. First pitch to Williams is outside, ball one. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a blooper to left, and that one will not get down. A diving catch from the left fielder for Johnson. So nothing doing for the Lions in this inning. Johnson currently leading 4-3, and we'll be back after this break. We are now a go for the top of the fourth inning. Ty Johnson still on the mound for the Lions as the first pitch will be sent to Campos, who gloves it and throws it across for out number 1. So quickly one gone here in the fourth. Lions currently trail a run. Score is 4-3. Johnson with 7 hits. Lions with 2. And Johnson so far with the only error of the game. Next pitch from Ty is in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That pitch just inside. So the count is now even at 1-1 here. Next pitch is a slider that is inside for ball 2. Wind still blowing in from right field. I'd say that wind had a factor in Jaron Morris not being able to get that ball out last inning, as the next pitch is fouled off toward the third base side. The 2-2 is in there. Strike 3. So there's the Lions' first window shopper of the day. And now they have 2 quick outs. Next pitch is off the mark for ball 1. The 1-0 is hit sharply foul down the first base side. The 1-1 is a slider in there, strike 2. Here's the 1-2 offer. Swung on and skied to right field. Cook moves a couple steps back and will squeeze it for the third out. So a quick inning on defense here for the Lions. They currently trail a run. We'll be back after this break. We are now in the bottom of the fourth inning, and the first batter for the Lions will be Brody Genter. First pitch to Genter is swung on, hit sharply, and that will fall for a base hit into left field. So just like that, the Lions have a man aboard. And now the batter will be Jack Reynolds. Here's the first pitch to Reynolds, and it's in there for a strike. The 0-1, and Reynolds squares the bunt, but will bunt it foul. So count is now 0-2. Runner at first, still nobody out here. Here's the pitch, and that one is in there, strike three. So Reynolds is down looking, and now the batter will be Cade Cook. First pitch to Cook is in the dirt. Kind of skips away from the catcher, but no movement over there at first, so count is now 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And that one also in the dirt. And that one will skip away from the catcher and will allow Genter to go to second. Ball popped up in the air, and the catcher lost it. And now the Lions have a man at second with one down. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a chopper foul behind the plate. So count now 2-1 to Cook. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Here's the 2-2. That pitch in the dirt. No appeal on the check swing, so count is now full 3-2. Here's the payoff. And that one is low, ball 4. So now runners at first and second with one gone. And the batter will be Caleb McCarty, who hit a 3-run bomb his last AB. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 1. The 0-1 is swung on, hit right back at us. So that'll move the count to 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Cut on, and that one will not fall into left. Ball kind of floated. Left fielder puts a squeeze on it for out number 2. And the batter will now be Logan Stradley. Here's the first pitch to Stradley, and he'll look at a breaker for strike 1. The 0-1 is cut on foul over the third base dugout. Here's the 0-2. Upstairs, ball 1. The 1-2 is in the dirt, and that one will skip away. And the throw down to second will be high and not in time. So both runners will advance. And now the Lions have runners at second and third with 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. That pitch is inside. Count is now full 3-2 here with 2 outs. Here's the payoff to Stradley, and that pitch is inside and high, ball 4. We now have a mound visit for Johnson. Next batter for the Lions is going to be the leadoff Campos. He'll step in with bases loaded and 2 outs. We'll be back after this mound visit. We are now back after the mound visit. Batter is Cyrus Campos. He'll step in. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch to him is a breaker in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and fouled at the plate. Another 0-2. That pitch is well outside. Ball 1. So count now 1-2 to Campos. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground to the first base side. First baseman will glove it and will step on the bag. So once again, nothing doing for the Lions this inning. We'll be back after this break. We are now go here in the top of the 5th. Ty Johnson back on the mound, and the first pitch he throws is skied to right center. Stradley with a beat on it. He will move over and squeeze it for out number 1. So once again, Ty Johnson delivers the first pitch to the inning, and it results in an out. Here's the next pitch, and that's in there for a strike. The 0-1. Oh, my holy sword.
Yeah, he definitely fooled him with that one.
It appeared he fooled him so bad that his batting gloves almost came off. So that'll move the count now to 0-2. Next pitch from Ty is just low, ball one. The 1-2 is off the mark. Count evens at 2-2. Next pitch is swung on, hit fairly hard, and that will fall down and roll up against the left field wall. Throw back in quickly, holds him to a double. And now Johnson has a runner at second with one out. Next pitch from Johnson is off the mark, ball one. The 1-0 is swung on, hit very high to center field. I mean, extremely high. That's over the light pole. Straley has a beat on it. He will make the catch. No tag from the runner at second. And now there are two gone. Next pitch from Ty is swung on and hit softly to the second baseman, Didi, who gloves it and throws it to first for the third out. So Ty Johnson once again is absolutely dealing. Lions currently down a run. Score is 4-3. We'll be back after this break. We are now a go here in the bottom of the fifth. First batter for the Lions is going to be Jaron Morris as he'll look at strike one on the outside corner. The 0-1 is taken outside. So count is now even at 1-1 here. Next pitch to Morris is in the dirt, ball two. The 2-1 is swung and hit sharply to the third base side, gloved by the third baseman, who will throw it across for the first out of the inning. And now the batter will be Will Curcio. Curcio is currently kind of in a cold spot, especially for his standard. Been putting the bat on the ball pretty well, but not getting the results necessarily that anybody wants. As he'll look at the first pitch, low for ball one. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a little dribble to the third baseman, who once again gloves it and will throw it across the diamond for out number 2. So Curcio retired, and now the batter will be Denaj Williams. Here's the first pitch to Williams, and he'll look at strike one on the outer half. The 0-1 is a breaker in there for strike two. So Williams quickly finding himself behind 0-2 now with 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the next pitch, swung on and hit foul over the third base dugout. The 0-2 is hit sharply down the first base side, and they're going to signal a fair ball. And, oh! So the first baseman made a diving catch. The ball was fair, and he apparently just beat Williams to first base to record the third out. So nothing doing for either side here in this inning. We'll be back after this break. Here we go now in the top of the 6th inning. Lions currently trailing 4-3. We also have a replacement for Denaj Williams at second, who looked like he was hurting a little bit after almost beating out that play at first the last inning to record the third out. New second baseman is Lane Brooks. First pitch from Ty Johnson is in there for strike one. Next pitch is outside, ball one. Next pitch is just off the mark. Count now moves to 2-1. Next pitch is skied very high to left field. And judging by the sound of it, we can't really see, but judging by the sound of a mitt popping, I'd say that Reynolds put a glove on it, and he did for out number one. Next pitch is off the mark, ball one. Next pitch is in there, strike one. Next pitch is swung on and missed, strike two. The 1-2 is off the mark. Count evens out at 2-2 here. So 2-2 here with one out. The pitch is well off the mark. And that will make the count full 3-2. Payoff is grounded softly to third. That will stay fair. Curcio gloves across the diamond. What a pick by Brody Genter. And there's the second out of the inning off of an amazing play by Will Curcio and an amazing pick right there from the first baseman, Brody Genter. Next pitch is hit on the ground past Curcio. Campos not able to glove it, and the throw will not be in time. That is going to be scored as a hit. So now 2 outs with a runner at first. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Got a little breezier over here with that swing. The 0-1 hit sharply through the left side. So back-to-back singles for Johnson. Still 2 outs. Johnson will put in a pinch runner. Next pitch from Ty is skied foul towards the first base side. So count 0-1. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. The pitch is in there. Strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and chopped to the shortstop Campos, who will glove it and flip it to second to Brooks for the third out. So nothing doing for Johnson once again in this inning. Lions still down a run. We'll be back after this break. Here we now go in the bottom of the 6th inning. First batter for the Lions is Brody Genter, who will look at the first pitch low for ball 1. I am going to real quickly remind everybody watching that today is a doubleheader. There will be a game after this one as Genter looks at the next pitch in the zone for strike 1. The 1-1 is a big swing and a miss right there, so count now moves to 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So Genter down on strikes. And now the batter will be Jack Reynolds. First pitch to Reynolds is in there, strike 1. The next pitch is outside and high, ball 1. The 1-1 is off the mark, ball 2. Here's the 2-1. Upstairs, ball 3. Here's the 3-1. Swinging a high pop up to center field. Center fielder takes a couple steps back, camps under it, and will squeeze it for the first out. So now with 2 outs, the batter for the Lions will be Cade Cook. And he'll look at a first pitch off the mark, ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and hit up the middle. And a great play right there from the shortstop who will glove it and throw it to first for another out. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So once again, Cook just getting extremely unlucky. A sliding grab right there from Johnson's shortstop. So nothing doing here in this inning for both teams. We'll be back after this break. Here we now go in the top of the 7th inning. Score is still 4-3. Johnson leads. Ty Johnson back on the mound for the Lions as he'll throw a first pitch strike. It's a great day for baseball out here in Dayton. 70 degrees and a 5-mile-an-hour north wind. As the next pitch from Ty Johnson's in the dirt. Here's the 1-1. And that pitch is outside, ball 2. Next pitch is off the mark, ball 3. Here's the 3-1. In there, strike 2. So that'll move the count to full 3-2. The payoff is swung on and fouled over the first base dugout. Here's another payoff. And that pitch is outside, ball 4. So once again, I'm going to put out another reminder that today is a doubleheader. There will be another game after this one. Next pitch is sky to center. And Straley barely has to move to put a squeeze on that one. 2 outs. Or sorry, 1 out. 1 out. So now runner at first with 1 out. Doesn't look like there's any action in the Lions bullpen just yet, as Ty Johnson has just been commanding this Johnson lineup. He'll pick off to first, no avail. And another pickoff attempt, once again, no good. The pitch is in there, strike one. And another pickoff attempt, once again, no good. Here's the 0-1. And that one hit the batter. I thought maybe it might have skipped away from the catcher, but it hit the batter's, maybe his foot. So now the runners will be at first and second with one out. Runner at first and second here, one out. Here's the pitch, well inside, ball one. The 1-0 is off the mark. Count moves to 2-0. Time called by the catcher, Jaron. And it looks like Corey Reinhardt's also going to go out to the mound. So after the mound visit, count is 2-0. Runner at first and second. Johnson currently leading by one. Score is 4-3. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball to center. That one very far back, and that one's going to get over. So it's a 3-run bomb for Johnson, and now they lead 7-3. And after that 3-run bomb, there is going to be a move toward the bullpen. Ty Johnson had a really good day, but just couldn't get it done in this inning. So with the pitching change, looks like it is going to be new pitcher for the Lions is Jack Black. We'll be back after this break.
Okay. Okay. I got it. All right, thanks. Feel out this violation. didn't.
You're good.
Wait.
Why didn't you get my text? Or my calls?
No,
Have you
I-
blocked me? You blocked me, Claire.
This was on my Google message thing.
Well, I just have to go because I have somewhere to be. But
Yeah.
if you would like the kids to stay before work, I don't mind if you don't.
Are y'all selling anything?
She sold one Coke since I left.
No. You already did good.
But they did go around saying, let's go.
Hey, not a battle. Not a battle.
But again, if you want them to stay and try, my mom can swing by and get them when she leaves the hospital. Alright. We'll clean it up best we can. Alright, well, y'all have a good day.
All right, you too.
All the way back. Go too forward.
Oh, yeah.
To get up to 100 degrees? Yeah, I died. I almost died too.
It's like 68 right now.
Yeah, and then we were playing this U14 team, and the girls were telling us, and then they were yeah, there's girls in high school on that team. You know, I did shovel.
Good. You can show it.
One time, because this girl, the girl with the red hair, she slide tackled me, which we can't do with the water pipe for us. And she slide tackled me right here, and then I wanted to punch her in the face. I know, you can't do that. You know what it felt like?
I'm sure it didn't feel great, but you're fine, aren't you? It's not broken.
Well, she said her knee couldn't take the hit after.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't watch it, but I saw him run up. And I saw it, and I went to look at how she was in the body. And I looked up every inch of it was 6'8".
For who?
LSU. She was with LSU. She was, if it had said 6'11", I would have been.
We're just
Nice. Ooh, Yola, ring him up.
Come on, DX teams. They go get him.
Hey, how are y'all? Back again? It went well, but he got runners up in that
Hey, why not go now?
this war. I mean, we beat them 17-4 yesterday.
No way.
Yeah.
I thought they were like the top team.
They're number 3
Holy crap.
in the country.
Where did this come from?
Right here in Indianapolis.
That's bonkers. I cannot believe that.
They made some bad pitching changes. They had a guy that was rolling, they took him out, and they started tagging the guy.
Good turnout. Beautiful day too, man.
Yes. Let me look at this thing. Who is it? I don't know.
Nobody better, Phil. Let's go.
Brady Ansley. Yeah. We'll have to interview the coach.
Yeah, I think we need to have him help him. I have some questions for him.